Palworld has become an overnight sensation, selling close to 10 million copies in just a little over 1 week. But the bot has at last begun to stir as Nintendo and the Pokémon company finally broke their silence. That's right, we're talking about Pokémon with guns. Palworld is a game that has gained attention for its unique and mature take on creature collection and farming mechanics. Developed by Pocket Pair, Palworld allows players to collect and breed creatures known as pals, similar to Pokémon. However, the game introduces an element of realism and doesn't shy away from exploring dark themes that are tied closely to humanity's darkest aspects. Unlike Pokémon, pals can be used for more than just battles and breeding. You can put them to work and even eat them for nutrition.
Remember how you were lazy, bro? Remember that?
Because of the similarities it shares with the Pokémon IP, along with the blatant portrayal of nature's cycle, Palworld has sparked a significant controversy despite its rapid rise to fame. So much so that Nintendo and the Pokémon company have issued statements, if only to calm down the internet citizens on social media. One of the main points of contention revolves around the game's realistic approach to pals. As we've previously stated, Palworld does not shy away from exploring darker and more mature themes. Pal labor and consumption are just the tip of the iceberg. You can even capture humans and sell them on the black market. This has led to several ethical concerns despite all of it being in the contained space of a video game, with some folks vehemently questioning the necessity of such a portrayal. That said, people often forget the brutality shown or at least hinted at in Pokémon itself. It's been confirmed in the past that humans in the Pokémon universe consume specific monsters just for nutrition. In fact, there was the whole deal with Slowpoke, Tail, and Curry made from Pokémon being fed to Pokémon. Beyond that, we have gore that's clearly depicted in one of the franchise's manga. I think a lot of us still shudder at the image of Charmeleon slicing Arbok in half, and that's not even the worst of it. While Pokémon has been subtle in the portrayal department, it's not entirely free from the chains that people are trying to wrap around Palworld. But here's where the real problem starts. The major point of controversy is the striking resemblance of pals to Pokémon. From their designs to the concept of capturing and collecting, Palworld draws undeniable parallels with the iconic Pokémon franchise. The similarities run so deep, in fact, that you use spheres to capture pals, and the naming conventions of said spheres are a bit identical. For example, Mega, Giga, and Ultra Spheres feel similar to the Pokeballs in Pokemon games. While these similarities between Palworld and Pokemon are hard to ignore, the real question is whether they're enough to make it a target for Nintendo and the Pokemon company to take legal action against. The Pokémon Company and Nintendo are known for fiercely protecting their intellectual property. The resemblance between pals and Pokémon raises questions about potential copyright infringement and whether the game is treading on legally sensitive ground. Nintendo has a history of safeguarding its intellectual property with an iron fist. If they see Palworld as a potential threat to the Pokémon brand, legal action could be a possibility. On the flip side, Palworld brings enough unique elements to the table to be considered a distinct creation. In fact, it doesn't seem to be utilizing anything directly related to Pokémon, which may potentially keep it safe. Another angle is that there's a high chance of Nintendo and the Pokémon Company being aware of Palworld's existence prior to release. Given that they didn't target the project and shut it down, allowing it to even go gold and hit the shelves in the first place, it's hard to say whether they will go through the hassle of actually investigating and taking legal action. There's more to this whole controversy than Palworld coming off an amalgamation of elements borrowed from various games out there, and that is artificial intelligence. Some people online have pointed to Pocket Pair's prior advocacy for AI as a reason to suspect its incorporation into Palworld. The studio has expressed enthusiasm for AI technology in the past, with their CEO praising the potential of AI image generation and more. The industry as a whole right now is currently trying to cope with the rapidly evolving technology that is AI and the resulting ecosystem because of it. As jobs begin to go away due to the technology's ability to streamline the workflow process, many are questioning the ethics behind the use of AI to assist with and expedite projects versus using it to create something from scratch altogether. Popular content creator Asmongold recently came under fire for expressing his stance on the matter. On the other end, Steam recently revealed its policy on games utilizing AI and stated that it will revisit its decision in the future if necessary as the tech and the laws surrounding it continue to evolve. evolve. Having said that, Pocket Pair CEO has addressed the matter at hand, stating that Palworld has already cleared legal reviews and no action has been taken against it by other companies. Given that the game has been open to the public for some time, even being present at the Tokyo Game Show in 2022 and 2023, it's safe to say that companies would have already attacked the game with lawsuits had there been any basis for plagiarism. In conclusion, Palworld's controversial success is not just limited to its realism and similarities to Pokémon, nor is it the result of those influences. Much of why this game appears to have achieved such a monumental ascent can probably be attributed to the way it played the hand that was dealt to it. It's kinda natural for every success story to be accompanied by some form of backlash, so we wouldn't be surprised if the viewers in the comments also had differing opinions. Do you think Nintendo and the Pokémon Company might have additional concerns in light of these accusations, or are those statements just a formality? Share your opinions in the comments below, and if you want to know more about how AI is evolving, all that jazz around how games are being made with AI and jobs and this and that, we have another video about how Steam, one of the biggest gaming platforms in the world, is currently dealing with that with its content policy right here.